Hello, hello, hello. All right. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Okay, let's get this show rocking and rolling. I really am liking that music I got on this show, and or for my opening, I like that blues sound, and sort of sounds like a little bit like Louisiana swamp music. But hey, I like that kind of music. So, anyways, let's just move right along here, and let's go ahead and bring. Well, he's late as usual. Mel, if you're out smoking a cigarette, hurry up and get on here. You know. So, oh, there he is. Okay. Hey, Mel.
I just forgot to change the screen.
I figured you was out still smoking a cigarette. So.
Nope, I'm sitting right here.
All right. Okay.
Hey.
All right. Wow.
Can you see that?
What is that? Oh, you got it working. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's put you on. Where you at? No. Let's see that. Yeah. So what'd you finally have to do?
I just reflashed another SD card and hard booted it with a new hard drive, basically.
Oh, okay. All right.
Put another SD card in it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's bring in my next co-host, or my other co-host, the man with the plan. I didn't give you a good introduction. I'm sorry, Mel. I just made fun of you for not being on screen, and just you are the man with the plan. But let's go with my financial advisor, the guru and wizard of Bitcoin. I just watched his video. That's the only reason I'm saying that.
Yeah, me too. You need to quit blowing smoke up his ass. It's just a hot air balloon.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's watch him float away. Here is none other than Art Carlson. Hey there.
Hello, Art.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
No.
Are you rich yet?
See, I'm working on it.
You're working on it? Okay.
Yep. Just keep putting a little bit each month.
I don't know. There's something about electronics and that stuff. You know how I am. I'm old school. But
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's go ahead.
Mason jars in the backyard is the best place to put it.
Yeah, pretty much. And let's
Nobody
just
will
move
ever
right
take
along.
it from you.
Yeah, they'd have to get past my dogs. So, anyways, let's bring in the evil Sith Lord of FPV, the man with the plan to take over the world with his FPV drones, none other than Doc Vader.
I like that.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing, Chris?
Hi, Art.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, I pointed the right direction. You noticed that, right?
You did. Yeah. You get used to it after a while,
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of lucky. I got the window in the background right here, so I can actually point at the window.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I saw you a little earlier playing with your drone there, doing a little. Looked like you were filming outside or something.
That was actually from Sebastian, Florida. That was the main flight for the Excalibur. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then also the second video that I was tinkering with there was the one where I almost had the midair with Steve Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty spectacular.
I gotta tell you, speaking of collisions, it's not really me, but we're obviously I'm in my studio. I'm not out at the cabin, which I intended
we can
to
tell,
be.
yeah, because you have a green screen.
Yeah, I have a green screen, exactly. So I woke up a little later than I intended. Actually, I woke up real early and I thought it was too damned early to get up, and rolled over and went back to sleep. Pretty soon, I hear Judy saying, "Are you getting up? You getting ready to load up the truck? You got it loaded yet?" I said, "Hell no, I'm still asleep." "Yeah, what?" Yeah, and I look at the clock and it's like 12:30. I'm like, "Oh crap, I need to get up and start getting busy."
Yeah.
So I go to the front door, and sitting right at the front door is this big ass box.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the toilet bowl was sitting right at the front door, and I had to try it.
Oh, there you
What
go.
kind of yeah. So anyway, so we got that. Oh my God, that thing was heavy to try and load up. So I had to load it, the toilet tank, and the.
And now you got the swirly device.
I got the swirly device, and I got to tell you, of course, I won't get it all hooked up till probably about Thursday. But we decided after I loaded all that up, I'm just going to leave that there, and then tomorrow I'll toss the luggage in the back, toss the wife in the front, and the dogs in the middle, and off we'll go. But
There you go.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to do a little. Where am I at? Here we go. I want to say that this show is being sponsored by Poo Powder.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's what it is. Porta potty chemical. It's you put it in your well, in our case, a 5-gallon bucket with a toilet lid on it. You put it in there, and it solidifies it, and then you can grab your trash bag. And what I'm going to do is put it in the poly cart out there and let those trash men have to deal with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah.
Shame on it.
So we are being sponsored by Poo Powder.
$49.95, no ups, no extras.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I think I paid about $6.
Sawdust will do the same thing.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it will. But this is actually the same stuff that's in, diapers.
Acrylic
You know,
acid.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's
Do you know that there's
something.
a shortage of acrylic acid?
Yeah, polyacrylic. Yeah, sodium polyacrylic acid.
That's why
and
the
citric
pens are
acid.
more expensive.
That's why what?
Well, that's why the pins are more expensive because this is in them. And somebody asked on your show yesterday. The question is, do I crap in the woods? Smells like pine trees, so the answer is yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Show's gone down the toilet already.
Well, where's the flush sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the flush? You got the
Yeah, I need to
soundboard.
get-
You got to push the button.
Yeah. I don't have this one turned on yet because I ain't been
Oh,
using
no.
it that much. But
Mel, you got
You
one,
know.
right?
Not for StreamYards.
Oh, okay. There it is.
there it is. Yeah. And anyways, hey, let me do some hello to everybody and real quick. And let's see, Steve Mack was first in tonight. Jody was second. We got Trevor from Australia, and Thomas is all the way from Ireland. And let's see who else we got there. We got Artco. He's like a bad penny. He's like a bad Bitcoin. He just keeps turning.
There
up.
you go. Yeah, he's kind of like that dark Dogecoin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got 400 AGL, and we got Doc Murdoch's in the house. Matt Cundiff. Let's see, who else have we got?
Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk.
Oh, Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk. Cannot forget him. Drone
Michael
Life RC
Blaze.
is in the house. Metro Drones.
Hot Rod in Daytona.
Big Water UAV Solutions. All right. Hot Rod in Daytona. And Michael Blaze, FPV.
Ooh,
And, of course, Greg.
Greg.
Let
Look,
me-
just popped in from down under.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we got 3 Aussies watching tonight because we got
Oh
Grant,
boy.
we've got Matt Trevor, and now we got Greg. So
Ooh.
Are they from the
Anyways.
3 down unders though, or is it just one?
yeah, well, no, actually, and Chris Wedgeworth just showed up. We've got
I think we're getting a little heavy on the bottom end down there, huh?
because we've got Grant's in Adelaide, which is in South Australia.
Right.
I believe Trevor is in South Australia, but I'm not sure exactly where. And then we've got Greg, he's one of those New South Welshmans from Sydney, no counting for taste with them people. But anyways.
You mean he's from Sydney?
He's from Sydney. Yes. And Dustin Gable just showed up. So, I got to tell you, Judy is trying to help me get all this stuff ready to go. I keep telling her, you know, it'd be much more helpful if she would just sit down and watch her shows and enjoy that and rest and let me do it in my own time. She was bound and determined to go to the other end of the house, digging for something that she just knew she had to have. Trevor's from Port Lincoln, South Australia, 200 kilometers west of Adelaide. Okay, there we go.
He's got to get it miles, though.
Yeah, well, he said kilometers in miles. That's, yeah. Y'all got calculators on your phone? Convert it yourself. Anyways. So, Judy is coming back to this end of the house, and she sees a couple paintbrushes because she's going to do some painting while she's out there at the lake or out there at the cabin. And she sees a couple new ones that were laying there that I hadn't picked up. And so she grabs them, she hands them to me, turns around. And next thing I know, she is hitting the floor full backwards. She got her feet tangled, and she just went bounce twice.
No.
And she tore up her elbow, and you know it's bleeding and some. I'm going, you know, get your ass. And she's listening too. I've got the show on, so I told her get her ass to bed and lay down, and stay out of the way. She's going to tell everybody that I pushed her, but I didn't. I mean, she fell backwards, and I didn't even have a chance to reach out and grab her. But you know,
did you remind her that you said you'd get it all done? You didn't need to be reminded every 6 months to do it?
Yeah, exactly. I did. I told her that. Yeah.
Use my line on her.
Yeah, well.
Go mind your own business. The men are busy.
Yeah. But see, I've got to. I'm going to hear her pounding on the wall in a minute because she's listening to this. So.
Well, at least
love you, Judy. Mean it.
At least Big Boss Mimi ain't listening right now. So.
Yeah, well. She's
well,
that's my wife.
Yeah.
Did he ever tell you? One day, him and I were on the phone, and he says, Judy kept saying, "What? What did he say? What? What?" So Lloyd finally says, "Hang on a minute, Mel. I'm gonna put you on speakerphone." And I just started giggling. He says, "Okay, now you're on speakerphone. Now Judy can hear what we're talking about, and she don't have to keep saying what." I said, "Well, you tell Miss Judy just hush up. The men are talking."
Without missing a beat, he
She
says, "Mel, kiss my ass and call it love story." Yeah,
Oh my God.
she didn't miss it. Yeah,
yeah. So the joke about hush up, the men are talking, or go mind your own business, the men are busy, or whatever.
Yeah.
That thing is kind of
All
a
right,
joke
Greg.
between me and Judy.
Yeah, I told her
Gotta
that 10
go.
years ago.
Where's Greg going?
I don't know. He said he's got to go. Maybe he's got to go to the bathroom or something.
Well, all he did is say hello, and then Aussie, and then gotta go.
Yeah, well, make sure you pull the handle and the water goes the right direction around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wipe afterwards or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Good luck. Hope it all comes out all right.
You know, it's my own fault. I started the show out with, poo powder. So what do you
That's
expect the show to get? You start a show like that, just deal with it, right? I know.
I just think you'll probably end up with more viewers that way, right?
Well, you never know. Let's see.
I mean, look what Ken Herron did with that stupid pigeon jerky thing, right? That was a joke.
Oh yeah.
And it just caught on.
Yeah. I was going to show you guys. I'm going to share this, or I'm going to actually switch to this. And let me switch over to that. That is the charger I got.
Oh, make it full screen. Let's see.
And yeah, that's what I'm going to do
Let's
here
see.
in a second. There we go.
Big picture, yes.
Yeah.
Let's
See.
I gotta get
It's
my
the-
eyeballs up to it.
It's
Okay, so
it's ID. Yeah. It's
that's
let's
the
see.
ISDT one that does dual voltage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, and it's got
But it's the 6. It's only the 6 amp, so that's good.
right.
So
Yeah. So anyways, that's the one I
that'll be
got
real
on
good.
order. So
Yep.
yeah.
That'll serve you real well for what you're going to do for now.
Well, I watched after we talked last night, let me
Yep.
put myself back into my shot here and out of full screen. There we go. After we talked last night, I looked at a bunch of different ones. I looked at the one Mel showed me, and I decided to look at some video reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Bardwell said, for a first time, because I'm not ready to do the whole parallel thing and burning my house down and whatever it is you do with all the anyways. So with my luck, I would. So anyways, so I thought this is the one that and I saw several other people recommend it, and I thought, and it was in my price range, so I thought, I'll just go ahead and get it. So it'll be here sometime this week. And it actually says it does 1 to 6S. I can't imagine that thing doing a 1S, but
well, if it'll do 1S, that'll be great because that'll do the little Tiny Hawk batteries.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So,
it says it does 1 to 6.
That thing I sent you with the drone will do like 6 at a time.
6 of them.
Right.
Yeah, I can do that. That's what I'm going to be using. It's just I got some other things coming along and that's the reason I got this.
Something like this?
Yep. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Mel sent me something just like that.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Mine only does 4. It's called a nectar injector, and it only does 4 at a time. But
I've got one that's a tiny bit bigger than Art's that does 6 also, but it'll take a regular XT60 connector or a barrel jack or you can plug all kinds of stuff into it to power it. So
yeah, this will take the real tiny.
And that one you can switch between high and low amp charge.
Yeah.
Right.
And that one's the USB one.
Yeah.
So that one, the only drawback to the USB one is you're limited by how much amperage your USB port can put out.
Or your USB charger is,
whatever your power is.
Yeah, most of those are like 5 amps at the most.
Oh, lucky if you can find one for 5 amps,
I've got one.
Well, the ones that we got,
Okay.
You talking about the one from Rick?
Oh, so I forgot about that.
You can use that.
Yeah,
you can use that in your vehicle and charge them too.
And charge. Yeah, and
it's a high amp output.
Yeah, it's a high amp output. But I've got one that's an AC one. It's put out by. No, mine just went blank.
Oh,
anyways,
Ron's
it'll do up to 60 amps, and it's spread across. It has USB. So, but yeah, let me make sure. There he is. Hey, Ron. How long you been sitting there?
Hi, Ron. And the other Ron, too. Ron from Drone Nation.
Oh, Ron from Drone Nation. Cool.
Oh, is he hiding out there, too?
He's in chat.
He's not in the room. He's just in the chat.
Okay.
Because he does his show. Oh, Bob Casey.
Yeah,
welcome.
Bob Casey.
And Ron from Drone Nation, who does his show right after mine. There's some good shows coming up. We got Drone Nation coming up after me, and then after him is Sean Oz.
Yes.
The World of Oz. I always like dropping in. Blind Neil has dropped in. Wow. I got that many people watching. Wow. I'm really doing good tonight.
You know what it is? They're just coming over here to wait to get to Ron's show.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably it. Yeah, something to, like Matt Cundiff says, there's a lot of good shows tonight. It's just, and on Monday nights, I said, well, yeah, there are. You got Drone Nation, you got Sean Oz, and you got my show.
Yep. Or they want to learn about Bitcoin.
Art, I gotta say, I needed a nap this afternoon, but I watched your video instead, and I still took a nap. Sorry.
Hey, it's views, baby.
Yeah, you got the view. That
He
it
didn't
was
care.
playing. I don't know about the view, but it was playing.
Well, he got somebody put in some watch hours whether you actually had your eyes open. There's no rule that says you have to keep your eyes open on these videos.
You
That's
know what?
true.
I think Art just has to create his own coin now. It's just got to be the Art coin.
Yeah.
Art coin. There you go.
You
Yeah.
know?
What do you think, Ron? Should Art put out an Art coin? No.
Ron's just like, no comment.
Leave me out of this.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
okay, Ron. Lloyd started it with poo powder.
I saw that.
Oh, did you? Okay. Well,
Roger.
I'm willing to show it again.
How'd your trip go, Ron?
It went very well. Had a little mishap with the Mavic 2 Pro, and I refused to leave without it. I had a group of Tweety birds. It looked like almost like barn swallows. They gang raped my Mavic 2. Well, one took his own life because the blades cut him in half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now
And
you got footage of this.
No, but the only thing I got is to show you is the tree. I guess it would be that I had to climb. The fat one on the left, I had to climb that tree nearly to the top.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So there I was, I was filming this river, and I brought it back. I was about 50 yards away, and all of a sudden I looked up and I'm like, oh crap. And they're just coming from all directions.
Oh no.
And before I had even a chance to start moving, I heard buzz. Like, I looked up and I saw feathers going everywhere. And then I looked down at my controller and I saw
the tumble.
Saw the tumble.
Oh man!
I won't repeat the words, online here.
I can imagine.
The good thing is it landed in a tree instead of the ground.
Yes, and the second thing is the battery. That's how I found it. The battery stayed in it, so I brought it up on the map telemetry, and it was the smart controller was actually having a hard time, like trying to, I guess, I don't know, keep up with the satellites or whatever, but I'd walk this way and it says, oh, you're 50 feet. And I'd walk this way and it said, oh, you're 60 feet. I'm like, wait a minute. Anyhow, I finally zeroed in to where it said the controller was and where the drone was. And it still said I'm 35 feet from it. I'm like, shit. And I'm like, I looked up and I'm like,
there's your 35 feet.
There's my 35 feet. So I'll tell you what, after this, guys, I can't emphasize enough. I am going to buy the nastiest, brightest orange skin a damn drone. Because I'll tell you what, I ended up going back to the truck and getting my binoculars and looking up in this tree, and that's how I found it. And then I'm like, oh, dear God, how do I get up there? And I'm like, well, if I fall, somebody will find me sometime this summer. I mean, it was in the middle of nowhere. So I get up there, it was still on. And I'm sitting there looking at the camera going, I can see all these branches, I get up there and I got it. I had a sweatshirt on with a big pocket. And I folded up the blades, stuck it in my pocket, and then I couldn't see coming back down because the branches were so thick. Some of them were so small. And if I stepped on the wrong branch, I was coming down. I got pretty cut up. Got a couple battle scars on me, but got it down, turned it off, turned it on, brought it up to a hover, checked the camera. There's nothing wrong with it.
Perfect.
Well,
So
that means
all the
you need a
footage.
sticker.
So because it didn't power down, all the footage on the SD cards should be. So you didn't get any footage of the bird attack?
At that moment when the birds attacked me.
Oh, it wasn't.
I was getting ready to turn and go to another direction. And Lloyd, if I can share with you, I don't know whether you guys saw Facebook already, but I'll tell you what, I totally forgot about the 360 capability on the Mavic 2. I was totally impressed with, where's the share button? I'll share with you, Lloyd.
Okay.
Right. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you make it bigger, Lloyd?
I think I can.
There you
This
go.
is what it's the 360. This particular picture here, I stuck it out through the sunroof. But this is an area called Chief Joseph Highway, and it connects from Cody, Wyoming, to the northeast entrance of Yellowstone. Just
Right.
beautiful country. This was in Yellowstone with the Insta 360. This is one of the it was the Norris Basin geysers. But you can, I said, there's just those geysers just going up all over the place. This was at the top of Chief Joseph Highway, and if you look down into here, I traveled through all this country here, and off in the distance here, you can see the Tetons. They're still snow covered up there.
Yeah.
Just absolutely beautiful. And this is with the drone. This is with the Mavic 2, but this is called Shell Canyon. But I tell you what, the Mavic 2 did a beautiful job of stitching everything together. You know, driving through this canyon. I said the scenery in there is it's phenomenal. It's really breathtaking. There's another. This is just on the outer edge of the canyon here. I love this red rock. But I said the Mavic 2 did a beautiful job at stitching everything together and to give you that 360 view. And the last one is inside place called Shell Canyon. Pretty good sized waterfall right here.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And but just gigantic canyon walls and mountains. The weather was beautiful. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was all right, StreamYard, stop share. There we go. Okay. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. I saw 5 grizzly yesterday. Quite a few elk, about 18,000 bison. No moose yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4 wolves yesterday. A couple coyotes. Yeah, just a little mental health trip. And
Oh, yeah.
went away and just took the cameras and went out by myself. It's only 6 hours away. I left 5 o'clock in the morning. Had dropped my stuff off at the hotel, and I was inside the park at 11 o'clock. Did Yellowstone and Grand Tetons. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful country up there. I always liked it when we went up there.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
I enjoyed it as a kid. I really appreciate it. Last time I went through Wyoming, I was driving across it we was coming from back east and headed across Wyoming. Then we're cutting down into Colorado and then going into Arizona. And that trip wasn't as much fun as it was when I was a kid. Yes.
Here's something that kind of confused me, and I guess to share with everyone that DJI's geofencing is not 100% accurate.
Nope.
I was probably 3 to 4 miles outside of the entrance of Grand Tetons. and
Okay.
I knew where the entrance was, and I didn't see the tiny little sign 3-4 miles up the road said "Welcome to Grand Tetons National Park." So get everything out. I'm thinking I'm not in the park, and turn everything on. I'm like, let me check, their map. And sure shit, I looked. I'm like, oh, I am inside the park. I think I'll shut the motors off.
Huh.
Never launched it,
Ah,
but normally, when you would turn the drone on and everything, it would come up with that message and say, "Hey, you're in a restricted zone," or whatever the case may be. It never did that.
Well,
So-
usually I think you can start the motors, but you can't take off. Didn't it give you a message on the screen, cannot take off? Geo-pinched or nothing like that?
Nothing. It was allowing me. It was going to allow me to take off. Someone just said to me, "Double check." So I did, and yeah.
Well, now that would be interesting to take another trip on that road and stop where the sign is.
Right.
Try to turn it on, see if it lets you turn it on. Let's see if it takes off the ground. If it does,
but
come back down. But then
the-
move in and see where it actually picks up at.
Yeah,
But
that's the word. It would
how
pick
close
up.
is the
Yeah.
sign to the actual border, though, of the park? You
When
see?
according to where the sign was at, and then when I brought up air map, I was 2-3 miles inside the park, the actual park property.
Right.
But I hadn't hit the gate yet.
According to where the sign was. That's what I mean, though. See, is based on a geo survey, where's that sign posted versus the actual border,
Right at the border.
where the border of the park crosses the road.
Right.
You
at
see
the
what I
border.
mean?
Yeah, it was right at. Like I said, I had already passed by that sign, so I was well inside. When I looked at it, I looked, and checked things out. I'm like, I'm already 2 miles inside the park. Yeah,
Right.
but I didn't know that the park started way back there. Now, that's in the Grand Tetons. Now in Yellowstone, where I stayed on the north entrance up in Gardner, Montana. In Gardner, I've flown the drone in Gardner, and you're half a mile outside the park, right there in Gardner.
Okay.
And no problems. But I tried it one time up in Gardner, and I came right to the edge of where the sign is. It was "Welcome to Yellowstone," and I got the messages. So it was accurate there, but down on the south side of the Tetons,
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm just glad I checked. Not that a park ranger would have been out there, because they really don't travel out. It's the road that goes from DuBois, Wyoming to Jackson Hole, and they're never out that way. But they're generally inside once you come into the gate and then come through. But no, it was a good trip, and saw lots of wildlife, and it was nice. The weather was good. Like I said, the two grizzly I sat and watched for well over an hour yesterday. Just sat there and watched them, and having them just tear up it's amazing how fast they can dig and how big of a hole they can dig that quick. They sit there and look for grubs and different things in the ground, and they'll just sit there in one swipe, and it's almost like a backhoe where they come up and just dig. They're amazing.
Hey.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
What's up,
Chris.
man?
How long you been sitting there? I've been watching the chat and listening to Ron.
I run out of peanuts.
Did
you? I'm gonna have to restock that peanut jar.
And you
My bad.
loan coffee.
Thanks for letting me know.
No problem.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. Hey, of course, I'm starting to drift to the dark side, and
Absolutely.
I've probably jumped in head first. But anyways,
It's okay.
I've been watching a lot of videos and a lot of stuff talking about these guys are really pushing, trying to keep their drones down in weight under the 2 what is it, 250 grams? Is that what it is? Yeah. And that's simply because of the FAA ruling, correct?
Yes.
Well, it means you don't have to register it, but that's the only thing that it means.
Okay.
Well,
That's
no,
what I'm asking.
It has one extra thing.
Yes. This is
It
what I
has
want to bring
one-
up because
yeah,
Doc
it
and I
has
talked about
one
this.
extra thing. And I talked to Brennan Schulman, if I get it right, from DJI, and him and I had about a half-hour conversation about this. And if you follow the regulations where they, do the rabbit trail, where you tie them all together, under 250 gram, not only doesn't have to register, but being that it is not registered, it does not have to have remote ID outside of the FRIAs. So they are free to fly in national airspace without remote ID.
Yes, but that anything sub 250 gram is not required to have remote ID.
That's
so
right.
that's like just standard procedure.
Right.
But the thing is anytime it becomes commercial use.
Well, that's a different story. I was
Right.
looking at it from
the moment you go to
hobbyist.
the moment you go to 107, you have to have it.
Then
Yeah,
it has
yeah.
to be registered and everything.
And remote ID. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking at it from my point of view because I'm obviously not 107, nor will I ever be.
The
Right. Which is why what I said to you in your case, the only thing that applies to is you don't have to register it because none of the other stuff you worry about.
Correct.
Well, that and the remote ID, because they're talking about, aren't they talking about on the newer drones that if you're over 250, you have to have remote ID.
Over 250 has to have remote ID.
That's
it doesn't matter
And
what
I don't know
what age the drone.
Right, yeah. And I don't know how many people are aware of this, so I just want to, Doc and I talked about it, I don't know, what, Christian and I talked about that
A couple weeks ago.
couple weeks ago. Yeah. And I just hadn't had the opportunity to bring it up and talk about it, and I wanted to because if it doesn't have to be registered, it doesn't have to have remote ID.
Right.
Correct.
And I'm sure that Doc can look up that part, whatever subsection, whatever.
Well, there's like
Yeah.
3 pieces that you have to go through to put it
to get it.
together.
Yeah.
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 Chris,
so-
Yeah.
what's your question?
My question, Lord, is: are you having fun?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Well, Lloyd, you ought to tell them what kind of fun you're having.
And well,
It's got to be that poo powder.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
powder fun.
yeah. This has been the highlight of my life. This has been I got like 20 packets of this stuff. It's just like you just never know when you're going to need some poo powder.
That's right.
Actually, yeah.
Can I ask a
Yeah,
question?
the fun I'm going to be having this week is putting together a toilet system.
I got a question, Lloyd.
Yeah.
What exactly is poop powders?
It's a good question.
That's what you put in your.
This is what you
Portable
put in
toilet.
your porta potty. And in our case, because we're switching out systems, we had one of those little, self-contained with the water and everything, and it leaked like a sieve. So I figured I got a 5-gallon bucket with a toilet lid. That they make lids that snap on 5-gallon buckets.
Mhm.
And then when you use it, you sprinkle this stuff in there. You have a trash bag liner or or you can get those biodegradable if you're a tree hugger. I'm not. But anyways, you sprinkle this on there and it gels it all up, and then you pick the bag up and toss it in the dumpster and let the poor schmucks at the trash can, and
That's
it's-
no shit.
Somebody had to say it. I knew it was coming eventually.
Come on, Lloyd. Pull the chain.
Yeah,
Pull the chain.
Yeah, where is it? There we go.
Got to pull the chain.
Anyways, but you sprinkle this in your bucket, and yes, I did say tree hugger.
Yeah.
I just saw what Ron put up there. But yeah, and it's called poo powder. This one's called Eco Gel.
Lloyd, I'll give you some credit though, where credit's due. You didn't say bleeding heart tree hugger.
No, I just, they're, well, if you listen to what they say, some of these, they're conservationists, and, sometimes conservationists and conservatives, you can get them mixed up, so I'll just go with tree hugger. That way there's no mistaking. Anyways, but that's what it is, Ron. That's called Eco Gel. See, it's even got the picture of the little, and it takes
It should be called fecal gel.
Yeah, well, it's one of the groups call it. Let's see, where am I? Where am I over here? Yeah, see, one of the, and there's just these little. It's what's it say up there? Emergency zone. For those times when you just can't wait. You can take your coffee can with you, and and you're driving down the road. It beats having a stand outside in the bushes and have a snake bite your willy or something. You pee in the can, put the poop.
Well, you heard about that hunter that had to go so bad he went behind a big old oak tree and he squatted down. Well, he dangled right in a bear trap. And he let out a scream that you wouldn't believe. And then a couple seconds later, he let out a scream that was 10 times as bad. His buddy come running over and says, "Man, what's wrong?" He says, "Man, I had to do it, so I squatted down back there right in a bear trap." He says, "Oh, that was the first scream, huh?" "Yep, that was the first." "Well, what was that second scream? Because it sounded even worse. I thought a bear got you." He says, "Nope, that's when I hit the end of the chain."
Oh, yeah.
I have not tried Aeroscope.
Definitely some toilet humor tonight.
Absolutely, man. It's getting a good swirly training there.
Yeah.
This show is craptastic.
Yeah, it's craptastic.
We were kids. We used to go in the outhouse and wait for somebody to go in the one next door, which was the women's half. We'd wait for them to sit down on the thing and start. You could hear the tinkling, right? So we'd wait till that happened, and then we'd yell in the hole, "Hey, can't you tell we're trying to paint down here?"
Another fun thing to do is throw a lit firecracker under there.
Oh, no.
Not that I have done it myself.
If it happens to stay lit, it might go boom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised what those fuses will go through, because we used to set off pop bottle rockets into the river. So you set a pop bottle rocket, it'll do the same thing. Water just doesn't affect that fuse. Not that I know personally.
No, of course not.
I was a good kid.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah.
You asked Miss Judy if she has any interest in Osprey. I know you mentioned she wanted to do some paintings of some eagles. May I share one time with you?
Sure. Yeah.
I got a pretty decent picture.
And she's watching, so she'll get to see it. So yeah.
Okay.
Add the stream. Full screen. There we go.
Okay.
We just opened a hole in time and space.
Oh, I love that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There's one I caught in the nest. He was about 200 yards away. And then I caught the dad male out. Where'd that picture go? I caught him. He was out fishing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then,
that is gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Send me the.
I'll show you one more real quick. When I was out hiking in the woods, thank God I looked. And this was really hard to see, but I found a little black bear sleeping behind a tree.
Oh.
You can just see his head sticking out there by the damn branch. the camera wouldn't focus past the branch.
Focused on the yeah.
Yeah. But I stopped. I'm like, oh crap, there's a bear.
Well, you should have
Nice.
gone up and moved that branch, and then you could have gotten the picture.
Yeah, I thought about that, but that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
That's almost like walking up on a rattlesnake, Ron.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. I got to tell you
I
this.
think I'd rather walk up on a rattlesnake.
No joke there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, yeah.
At least you walk up on a rattlesnake, you can walk backwards and probably walk away from it.
What's worse is when they walk up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that happen.
I got to tell you this rattlesnake story, and I swear to God, it's true.
Do tell.
Yeah, I'm going to. Back,
Well,
I don't
get
know.
with it.
I'm going to. I'm trying to think. I was probably about 14, I guess. We were out. I was out hunting with my older brother. We were bow hunting, and he took his wife along, and her and I kind of learned to hunt together. You know, we kind of, you know, she was older, but she'd never hunted before. She was a city girl, and so she was learning to hunt with us. So we're up in Colorado, up in one of the high mountains up there, up above Eagle, Colorado, and she's, you know, we're sitting up there watching for deer, waiting for deer to come by, and she had to go to the bathroom. So she walks down walks down around the mountain out of sight and stuff. You know, we're not paying attention. Now, this girl she's half Chinese, half Irish, so she's got this beautiful tan. It's just really great looking, and just so she comes back, and she's whiter than Art. I mean, she's just that
That's
pale.
pretty white.
That's pretty white. Yeah, and she's normally darker than Doc Murdoch. You know, she's normally darker. She comes back and she just says, her eyes are big around. And says, and my brother looks at her and says, "What's the matter?" She goes, I just about pissed on a rattlesnake." She'd gone back there. She squatted down, and her shadow cast across, and he was on a rock sitting there.
Wow.
Sunning. She didn't see him, and she cast, and she heard, and somewhere I've still got that rattle, because my brother, we went and found it, we killed it, and I got the rattle off. But yeah, she, and his only reaction was he looked at her and says, "Well, if he'd have bit you, at least we'd have found out who your real friends were."
That's true.
It's like the Lone Ranger in Kemosabe. Lone Ranger comes back from talking to the doctor, and Lone Ranger says, "What'd the doc say about my snake bite?" Kemosabe says, or Tonto says, "Oh, doc say you gonna die."
Hey, Lloyd.
Yeah.
I got to return an important phone call. Thank you for having me on. And,
thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Everybody have a nice night, and we'll catch you all later.
See you.
All right, we'll catch you later. All right, you take care.
Have a
Good
good
night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Ron. Great pictures, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Good night.
And send me an email on those ospreys.
Yeah. Okay. I will.
Okay? Yeah,
Say hi to
Yeah.
Judy for me.
I will. All right.
Bye bye now.
All right. Bye.
Harry, Matt said, in the chat, he goes, "Yeah, it wasn't white, it was clear."
Yeah, that's got to be one of my favorite stories, because I mean, she was just like, my brother just looks at her and says, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
I just about pissed on a rattlesnake. And all his, just his dry sense of humor, just like, "Well, we'd have found out who your real friends were." Of course, I just busted up laughing. Yeah.
Well, here's
But
one here's one that'll make you turn white too. Check this out. How's that? That's a close call.
Oh, that's where. Yeah, let me
That's
put that
the
up.
near miss. That was in Sebastian, Florida, when I almost hit Stevie Bronx's brand spanking new DJI FPV rig.
Yeah.
Well, who had the right away, Doc?
Say again?
Who had the right away?
I did. I did, of course, because if I'd have hit him, he'd have been sweeping it up, and I'd have just gone over and bent the props back.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
that was close.
Yes,
that was close.
very close.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, in that same video, I carefully watched through the whole video because he was out there at the same time I was. We had actually 4 near misses. That was the closest one, but we almost hit 4 times.
Wow.
Now, that's not the same guy that ended up dropping that into the ocean, was it?
No.
Okay, different guy.
No.
All right.
Yeah, that was a different one.
That was Maverick.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Maverick. Yeah.
Maverick. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that reminds me, because we're coming up at 10 minutes before the hour, and I know Ron starts his show right on it. So let me put this up real quick. And
Got to do another sponsor plug, right?
yeah, I'm going to. Exactly. Time for the advertisers to kick in. And this is a hard break for advertisers. So I've got the hat, the Grumpy Vlogger hat, the dad hats on top, the trucker hats on bottom. And then we've got our shirts. We got the right shirt with a patch on the right side for all my conservative friends. And for those of you that lean left, there's a patch for you on the left side of the shirt. And then we got the mugs, and of course, we got the Artco Drone Solution Speedos, otherwise known as the Grumpy Vlogger COVID mask. So, let me get back there.
Well, it's the face diaper.
Yeah, face diaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just call them Art Speedos. Budgie smugglers for art.
Budgie smugglers. Oh my goodness. You know, you're going to have to get some made up that say that.
Oh, I'm probably going to make some say budgie smugglers on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Got to do it.
That now you've got me thinking.
Yep.
Yep. There's going to be some budgie smuggler mask on my
Now you got to make sure you put the printing only on the left side, though.
on the left side.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
well, I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, exactly. So, and anyways, this has been a good show tonight. I've had a lot of fun with it,
Yeah, I had a good
and
night. Looking forward to the crash videos coming.
they will be coming this next week. You'll probably be seeing a lot of them. I'll probably,
Yes.
well, I don't know how.
Make sure you mow
Well,
the
I have
lawn first.
Yeah, I do need to do that. As
Please.
a matter of fact, it's yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
You're going to
it's-
spend more time trying to find the stupid thing in the tall grass, okay?
Right.
yeah, because that
exactly.
grass is a little.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys saw my live stream the other day, I may have showed what the grass looked like. It's a
Yeah,
little
you
tall.
better get out there
Yeah.
with a machete, okay? You know.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I had a guy that I paid to keep that lot up. I fired him last year. I mean, he's
You
an
ought to
older
pay
guy.
him to keep
and-
it down.
Well, yeah, he was to maintain the area. He was to keep up on the grass cutting. And, it was okay for the first couple of years. And then last year, I paid him some money for part of it. And then my neighbors were using my water, so they were paying him for my water bill, and he was taking it off the bill. But then he comes up at the end of the summer, and he says, I owe $300 more. I said, I don't think so. I said, I want an itemized receipt of every time you mowed my lawn and exactly how much you charged. And so he says, well, that's what I figured. I said, you haven't paid me all summer. I said, actually, I have. I've paid you part of that already, and plus what they took off for the water bill. I don't figure I owe $300 for mowing my. And it's not like he did it 3 times a week. He did it maybe once a week, or he did it. He's got one of them big zero-turn commercial types, because that's what he does. He does yard. It's like, takes you 15 minutes to do my yard, and you're charging me a ridiculous amount. So I said, screw it. And I said, yeah, well, my boys are concerned I'm spending their inheritance, so I have to keep a little closer eye on the money now. So we're going to have itemized receipts on everything. And I think they're probably going to be taken over next year because they don't like me spending their inheritance. They don't give a damn what I spend, but, he's such an old con artist, you know. He tried to rent out our cabin,
Wow.
you know, and he come up there. He says, you know, I could have rented it again earlier this year. I said, you know something? It's real simple. Judy doesn't want anybody in her cabin, and I'll be honest with you, I don't want nobody else farting on my sheets but me and Judy.
There you go.
It's my mattress. If I want to fart on it, that's fine, but I don't want strangers farting on my mattress. And that's what I told him. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And what he was going to do is he was going to pocket all the money and then say, oh, I only charged them just because they were really hard up. No, you ain't using my damn cabin. You know, I told him, I'll let the damn thing rot down to let the termites take over before I'll sell it to you guys or anything else.
Yep.
Anyways, so that's why my lawn is long, because I fired the lawn care guy because I got tired of him ripping. He was ripping me off, you know, and I just said, hell with it.
Definitely
What-
gonna have to go out there with one of them big ride-ons.
Yeah, well, I could buy a good used ride-on around there for half of what he was charging me for one summer.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and just go out there and knock it down and
Just make sure you soup the engine up, you know. Little
oh
nitrous.
yeah.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
actually
Yeah, there it is. You got to kind of tweak the timing.
there was a guy that I could have bought it. This guy actually he built one for lawnmower racing and he had it for sale
Oh,
for $300. Yeah, it had a V8 in it.
There you go.
Or a
would
straight
be
six.
easy.
He had an old straight six in it. Yeah.
I
Could
can
you
see
imagine-
Lloyd climbing on that thing.
5
Just make
minutes,
sure you-
it's done, hon.
Just make sure you do it before you crash the tiny hawk in the grass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, like
Otherwise, it's going to
Yeah.
be tiny hawk mulch.
yeah, right. And Mel was good enough to send that to me, so I'm not. I don't want to turn it into mulch. I got to put that back. Keep picking up that damn thing of poo powder and just.
It's
You know, it's like one of them squishy balls, you know, for when you get stressed, you know. Double purpose. Don't forget, you know, you can get your Amazon affiliate link in the description below.
That's it.
There you go.
I ought to get. I have an
Oh,
affiliate
my
link.
goodness.
Maybe I should. Maybe I
know-
should put that in my description. Selling
Lloyd,
poo
man,
powder.
you need to make those budgie smugglers in the squeezy balls.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
CDC says you don't need them anymore, so you can probably just take them down.
Oh, the mask. Oh,
Yeah.
well, my mind just went somewhere else altogether with that conversation. We'll just leave that alone. Okay. Thinking, well, I got to have something to hold it up. You were talking about from my store. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness!
Oh my God. What's happened to this
Chris,
show?
is this what we end up getting into
This is it.
Every time.
every time?
Mhm.
My first time. dealing
Art's
with him.
really happy today
Hey.
because we're not picking on him.
Well, okay. Well, we gotta throw it Art's way now. Art, last joke.
Buy some more Bitcoin. Link in the description below.
Now we already picked on
Well,
Art
that's a
right from the
joke.
very beginning.
Yeah. We started. Yeah. He's the he's our Bitcoin guru.
Well, he's
No.
gonna come out with his own art coin.
Art coin. That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, Art, when you draw up that design, email it to me, and I'll 3D print them for you for $100 a coin.
There it is.
What a deal! What is that?
Trying to see that.
That's one of my
$872.20 in Bitcoin.
Well, yeah, you
Well,
keep
it's
putting
really
money into it,
Bitcoin.
it'll keep growing.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's Litecoin. It's Monero. It's ETH.
Isn't Menudo's? Oh, you said Monero. I thought
Yeah, I
you
was
said
thinking the
Menudo.
same thing.
I was thinking Menudo.
I started getting hungry all of a sudden.
Yeah, I was going. Okay, you're investing in pig guts, huh?
Yeah, that was the Dutch German spelling, right? You know.
Oh, yeah. Have you guys ate menudo? I'm sure all of you
Yes.
have, except
Not
Art,
me.
have you had it?
Yeah, I have.
I
I
have
do.
had
I
good
do
menudo.
chorizo all the time, but I don't do
Never
menudo.
get small.
No, I've
Yeah.
had good menudo and I've had horrible menudo, and the horrible menudo times have outweighed the number of the good ones.
You know,
It's because there's
It's
no
just-
such thing as really good ones.
No, I've
Yeah.
actually had some very good menudo.
No, it's
Very
just not
rare.
as bad as the bad one is all.
It was significantly higher on the scale.
What about chitlins,
Nope.
Chris? Oh,
Mountain oysters either.
yes.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like
yes.
oysters. Hey,
Mountain
I've had
oysters.
some
And
of them.
yes.
Yeah.
They're good with
I've
gravy.
had
Well, I make
had,
really good Italian meatballs, but I don't do so good with. Never mind.
mountain oysters.
Tastes like chicken.
Yes, they do.
Didn't we have this discussion last night about chicken?
We've had this discussion about mountain oysters about a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Something
Yeah,
like that. Yep.
yeah. It's been a while since I knew we talked, but we talked about something. All these different things that taste like chicken, and
Dustin says if you don't like it, just use more hot sauce on it.
use
There
more
you
hot
go.
sauce. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
And if that don't work, put some Vegemite on it.
No,
There you
no,
go.
No.
Vegemite cures everything because once
That's
you get
right.
that taste, it's like,
Ugh.
yeah.
Nothing else matters.
Dustin saying, just go ahead and say, yeah. Okay, I got to tell you this because if Grant's still listening, yeah, he said bull's balls, which is what mountain oysters are, But Grant, who is from Australia, and their accent's a little different than mine,
Just a little.
And he
Sort
was
of.
talking about this red sauce he was making to go with spaghetti. And it's bouillabaisse is what he was trying to say. But with his accent, I said, why the hell are you cooking bull's balls with your damn spaghetti? And he goes,
Oh, that's good.
that's not what I said. It's a red sauce. And they're like, oh, well, that's just...
Oh, my
Because I asked, I said, what'd you say you fixed with your spaghetti? He said again, bull's balls.
Oh,
What? Why? And that's what I said. Why the hell are you fixing bull's balls with your spaghetti? He says, "What are you talking about? Well, whatever you're fixing, like what the hell is that?" Yeah,
Oh,
sometimes those accents get me.
kind of like methane.
Yeah, but like methane. Yeah,
Well, you
yeah,
can keep
yeah.
your thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if it's your thing, okay, keep it.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
You
Methane.
Yeah.
just keep playing with your own dang-a-lang.
Just don't.
Lots of
strike a
methane.
match. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness. Well, you better hit the freaking chain now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got to get a sound effect of paper white, wrinkling paper, a roll.
There you go.
Yeah. I saw. I can't remember it now. I was going to tell you this, and my mind just went. But we've just about gone over that. Well, we have gone over the hour, and I know that
Yes,
Ron
we
and
have.
them are getting ready to do their
Yep.
show. So
Yeah, we
I
just
think
got
we're
the
gonna
notification.
turn on the timer and
Pull the chain one more time.
pull the chain. Yeah, pull the chain one more time just to make sure we get this all flushed down.
That's it, man. Gotta have
That was definitely a
clean
double
swirl.
flusher. And but I want to thank you guys for making this really a good fun show.
Yep.
And this is, Doc, this is what my shows usually end up like.
Hey, you know what? This was actually good for me because I spent 6 hours today sitting in front of a computer and training today. That just about bored me out of my flipping gourd.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You said you had some training that you had
Yep. I
to get it all
4
done in a
days
short
of
period of
this.
time.
Yep, I got 4 days of this. And I'm just
Ooh.
like, ugh.
I feel for
I-
you. So
If I didn't know better, I'd think Dustin's the only one in chat.
I think he is because I don't
It's
see
either that
anybody
or
else writing anything.
Yeah, it's either that or he's
You
just
know?
got a keyboard or something,
Yeah. Anyways.
they're all over there with Ron.
Yeah, they probably are. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably sort of listening in or got two windows opened up or something. But anyways, I want to appreciate everybody coming in. And Chris, what you got? Chris Hope, what you got going on this week?
Just same old stuff, Lloyd. Finished up T-ball tonight. No more T-ball, and just chasing the granddaughters now playing softball.
Oh, okay.
Now you can do some FPV work.
I did 2 packs. I did 2 packs at work this afternoon. So
Ooh.
Oh, did you? Cool.
I did.
Excellent,
I took about a
excellent.
30-minute break. Yep,
Moonlighting on the highlighting, huh?
I did.
Jim's droning is still in the chat, and so is Trevor. So there we go. We haven't lost everybody.
Wonderful.
And
Well, Chris, when I go out to California over the holiday, I'm coming back with another one of these canopies. So yeah.
Well, enjoy it, man. That's a wicked looking little machine there.
Oh my
It
God,
is.
that thing is.
yeah.
For as big as it is, yes.
So when are you heading to California, Doc?
It's the holiday. What is it?
2 weeks.
Memorial Day.
Memorial?
Couple weeks.
Okay. All right.
So,
And
yep, I'll be out there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'll be coming
Okay.
back Monday.
all right.
So,
Well, safe travels when you do that.
yep.
And
Sure.
Art, what you got coming up on your channel? We've all seen your Bitcoin advertisement. I mean,
It's art coin.
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been playing around with the Velocidrone, playing with that, and playing around with the new cameras that I got from Mike Roach, and going to try out some of my new accessories this week.
Cool.
And then I'm off to go down to Bristol, Colorado, to the Candyman's ranch, and then over to
okay, yeah.
Pueblo to do some fishing.
Okay.
You're gonna do some
Right.
drone fishing though, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Got to put that string under that drone, and
Yeah.
got to do a little trolling.
Yeah. And Mel, what do you got coming up on your channel next?
Well, I'm going to be working some more on the Super Micro Mini computer.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Cool.
next week, there's going to be some chatter and some information maybe about remote ID and aeroscope and some of those kind of things.
Okay.
Good deal.
Steve Mack says, I think I'm starting my Christmas shopping. Only 3 more lockdowns till Christmas.
Right there, Steve.
Welcome to Canada.
Right there, we can get you going. It'll definitely put a smile on your face.
Yep.
Well, with that said and done, I think I'm just going to go ahead and start the timer.
Absolutely.
Chris Hope, thanks for being here. Art, Mel,
Thank you.
and of course, Doc
Appreciate it,
Murdoch.
Lord.
I appreciate you being here.
Come to the dock side.
Yes.
See ya.
Doc
The
Vader,
the dock
Yes.
side.
The dock
Yeah.
side, yes. Come to the
Yeah.
dock side.
the Sith Lord of FPV.
There you go. I swear I'm going to get me one of them big old hood cape things.
You need to.
I'm going to do it.
All you got to do is 3D print the helmet.
Yeah,
No,
there
I
you
don't
go.
even need the helmet. Just the hood.
Yeah, Just the hood, yeah.
Just
Yes,
the hood,
you
man.
could-
Just the hood.
yeah,
I go out there
because
to
some of them,
California.
because some of them don't. Some of those Sith Lords, they don't wear the
Right.
full helmet. Only reason Darth Vader had one was because, well, he was asthmatic after that.
Yeah, well,
was-
you got-
It's all that smoke where he got
What
burned
happens
up. You know?
when- Yeah, it's what happens when you play with fire,
Exactly. He smoked too much, and he became an asthmatic. Had to.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It was a little sizzle.
yeah, a little. So, guys, I am going to. Where is it? I'm going to start my timer. Let me put myself on full screen here.
Good night, everybody.
Night,
Good
Art.
night, everybody.
Thanks, guys, for being here. I really appreciate it. And
Thank you,
let's
Lord.
do
Had a good time.
this here. And why does my clock say that? Oh, I know why.
Needs a little twang.
Yeah, it does. I also need to.
Hit, rewind.
Yeah. Well, I've got that part. I got to go back and find my clocks now.
You got to retwang it, right?
Yeah, that's it. Where's the? Here we go.
It's good music. Good music.
Okay, folks, thanks for watching. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Mel, of course, always being a co host here. Art, who is my second favorite co host. And, of course, Chris Hope for dropping in, Ron Lockwood. And, of course, the Sith Lord of FPV, Doc Murdoch. I want to thank you guys, everybody who watched, everybody who joined in on the chat tonight. We had some fun, I hope. Anyways, remember what I say. Be kind. Treat each other better than you treat yourselves. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. No, I hit the wrong thing. Yeah, screwing this one up. Anyways, be kind. Treat each other better than you treat yourselves. Remember, everybody matters, even Doc Murdoch. God bless. God help the USA. I'm the Grumpy Vlogger. I'm out of here. Bye-bye for now.